currently holding the kill record in VCT Pacific.
Okay.
And this is a staple for him. Killjoy on this map on the attacking side. He loves to be aggressive. He loves to walk it down the middle of the map.
We got Varrel on defense.
A fair few more on the tally to start out on the
Oh, I like
that
that they're doing
T1,
this. That's kind of cool.
Pick, by the way. They could have picked defense to start, even with the slower comp on the solo duelist. In fact, it's only one agent different from their Haven comp, so this seems like T1's approach to the meta here.
Just kind of, sort of running it back in onto the attack now, straight in through, down B long with a flash.
Guiding light down, turret dealt with as the orb goes towards Stacks, but this is anything but a hard commitment for T1. Just a little bit of pressure on that B side of the map, which has drawn out a rotation from LP and Zexy.
And leaving Izu on an insert as well. I mean, at this point, T1 could potentially explore their options down middle.
Gonna get a regroup.
Gonna re-clear the question mark.
Long, looking for some information. As you mentioned, T1 Izu gliding in wait. Does have his rendezvous if necessary, but only a KO knife. Oh, Izu,
it's a nice shot.
He was
Dude,
lying.
I think he's aiming floor and flicks up as well.
Now push down the middle of street as the alarm bot gets dealt with.
That should be clear as day, what T1 are trying to do. Varrel, of course, though.
I don't even think it's a pre-aim thing.
Positions. Not sure if they're going to be able to play around it. Nice spike plant.
Wait, Buzz, mate, you got no
especially
help
the kill
from your
from
team
LP,
here.
But Meteor, there he goes again. That's the player that's always been around these corners. You're worried about him. Suna still able to deal with it, though. But then comes Stacks.
Dude,
Izu
back is
into it
looking
again.
lovely.
So despite all of Varrel's
Little
best
fortunate with some of the HPs here, but dude, I gotta see this flash shot. I think it's a flick shot, man. It might be really nice.
Moments there where it felt like Varrel was peppering them. I think Cinder, it's very hard to be done by. That's a hell of a flick from Izu. You can see crosshair placement was expecting the back
really
swing
nice.
and a beautiful raw adjustment. And an upwards flick is not easy to be converting there. So many Headhunter bullets purchased there by Izu. I think he went 6 in the Headhunter with a trademark.
Yeah.
What a round from him.
Heating up off the previous map, and now he's back at it here. Varrel in for a rough ride.
I mean, they won both pistols last map and still lost, so already dropping a pistol on their map pick after T1 barely scraped the win across the line is not the start that you would have wanted. KO Knife does secure LP the orb. He's working his way towards a
Didn't watch the GE game. How was it? I mean, GE looked really good. Gen G looked really bad.
Write that all off, you know, fresh map, fresh start.
Simple as that.
Maybe didn't go so well in the pistol, but think about what the defense
I think GE looked like really good.
Look like. You already know
it was so hard to focus on it because Gen G.
Maybe Meteor as well.
I think for Varrel, what I want to see is them get an op out and really
Foxy
try
9
to
was
play
playing.
some like trap setups around.
And that's normally not a bad thing, but he was on smokes.
Around the map. Big A stack on the cards here for Varrel though. Trailblazer goes in.
Yeah, so far so good, but then again, just everyone getting kind of concussed up by the relay bolts now towards the back lines as T1 just continues to flood in, but losing numbers as the pistols will rain through. It's Munchkin now, back onto the Ghost. Just around the corner, waiting for Zuna to swing. Who's going to make the first move? It's going to be Munchkin, pushing up front off after
close,
the A-stack does a lot of work for Varrel.
Yeah, there's so much damage here.
Has to be said, and Bulldog wasn't picked up at the end of round for Munchkin. He lost his armor, so the only thing that T1 walks away with that round is a Marshall. Not exactly the cleanest anti-eco you've ever seen. Similar kind of pacing as you see on Haven there.
Oh, mate. Dude, Cinder is looking so good.
The smoke. And then if they need kind of a second wave to the execute, that's where they pop out with the guiding light.
Looking like an actual different player from kickoff. Crazy.
Especially of that flavor. Varrel, though. Now with the rifles, just trying to poke across. Some information outside of B for now.
Dexy's got deep info on A playing the off angle here. This is exactly how I want them to play.
Yeah, I like T1, man.
The middle of the map and you have your
just
open to you to be able to
be pressure all the time. Raid the question mark, insta group over towards A. Focus on the sides. Bit of pressure towards middle.
B, but Zexy opting to play it safer and full off the line. Doesn't want to get isolated in a position like that. And when he doesn't have the refract active, I can imagine why. He's going to play retake from pit side. The issue is, I mean, T1 are just being given the middle of the map right now, and there really isn't any recourse for Varrel other than just setting
this
up
is
for a
probably one of the
retake.
longest lasting question marks over towards B I've seen on Pearl for a while. They gotta try jump peek that. Are they just too scared or something? They got heavy armors, right? Yeah, they gotta jump peek that.
They are able to successfully get
This question mark was just here the whole time.
Otherwise, still good.
Like, it's obviously very good for T1, but I've never seen pressure last for so long here. Oh, that's a lot of E-tail.
Clean as ever. Meanwhile, Varrel still looking for the execute back in. They
I'm surprised they didn't get a kill,
speed. So far, so good. Still have some time to work off of it. Meteor is choosing the right timing to swing through, while Munchkin is setting up a big old flank. LP, though, so far, being able to take down Meteor makes things a little bit more doable.
Oh, he's around the corner, though, right?
Oh, they managed
he's
to turn
around the corner.
at the right time. It's Izu now, just the only one left, but Cinder sticking it all the way through.
Very nice
they did this whole thing where you plant on the corner and you got 2 areas that can defuse it. It's a shame because I think T1 actually played better overall here.
So they threw a fair bit at that round. The spike plant and the extra money will help them put
yeah,
together
Varrel coaches at least maybe rang that they need to clear this question mark on B earlier.
So this next round going to be critically important for both teams. I do like the approach on the retake from Varrel. This pairing of initiators can work quite well. I think the Fade and the KO together is a very flexible initiator pairing. You do have other initiators like Sova or Sky, for example, that, you know, they have to trailblazer in, they have to be stationary while they take that space back. But with a Fade and a KO, you can really just throw a Prowler, throw a Flash, and just very quickly be able to take
instead of like question mark clearing, just trying to stop the B default early on. A 3-person punish here. Lose a main control, question mark created. I like this. You get the trip around the corner, so you get info if they actually clear like deep behind.
Big rotation back to that side of the map, and this is what I was talking about. Meteor, he loves to do this.
Yeah, if we're running double Senti, we got to do stuff like this. This is nice. Knife goes in, but they can just walk and clear all of this because they know they got no bodies. Can only be holding this angle. Yeah, it's so nice. And they think they've cleared all of this, when actually they kind of just get this free space. And then with the B pressure, with the smoke, dude, T1 look nice though. They gotta play smart like this if they got double Senti, but it's good. Like minimap game right now, all a strong pulse.
That's pretty good, undetected. Just hiding into the corner while Buzz is inside the smokes actually, but either way, okay. Couple kills, stacks instant reaction, and then you've got Suna back into it, out from dugout. No, Buzz! He's done the best. So far, so good as it goes back into a 2v2.
15 seconds.
Sudden Nightfall does drop the
probably get spammed
away. And with him decay down, it's going to be a full connection onto the wallbang kill. 5 seconds left to pick up the spike and to try to hope for a plan or to bait the peaks out, but
very nice. This is a nice round still. Like T1, I kind of like a lot of what they're doing still. Both of the rounds they've lost, I've liked. They maybe miss some duels.
Building up since the second round. Let's not forget that he was
smoke on site. Pretty cool.
Great opener to take Izu out of the equation. That's very consistently been the player that has been left in these post plants. I mean, look at the KO. His ult just faded. Half a second before that, Buzz has taken his head off at the worst possible time for Varrel, but they've still found a way to win the round. To be fair as well, I think Cinder could have got more in that position. He only got one, and then Stax was able to react
VFL team just wiped. It's fine, man. It'll still be there. Just it's the website.
I think several things in that round went
just try check it when games aren't on is honestly my tip.
Good for them on Pearl.
Sure. Similarly for T1 as well. I mean, maybe sometimes it does go a bit rocky, but either way, right now it kind of looks neck and neck. I mean, scoreline aside. You do have an early timeout, though. I do wonder what this is for.
We lost, but we liked our rounds. Yeah, but they're doing the right stuff.
They've been playing a similar style for most of this
game. If they did all of this stuff throughout this half, it would be most likely a 6-6, I would say.
They give most of the
and with double Senti, it's so
really
fun.
Kind of being very active. You haven't seen any kind of waylay walks with the refract active looking for a pick or anything like that. You haven't seen any trap setups. You can run things like that off of the Killjoy turret with an underarm flash from the KO. That's something that you could definitely see from Varrel. So I think T1, the timeout is really just going to have to be an adaptation to what you're seeing from Varrel. They know they've been given a lot of space. They just need to kind of iron out winning these post plants.
Got the tour de force out now.
Yeah, you do have the overdrive in the back pocket for Buzz. Timmy the turret does reveal that is on that side of the map,
Nice
and
kill.
Sexy takes that as an invitation. In fact, I'm kind of wondering if Izu had full armor there, to be honest, and if he did, I think the turret just got him killed to the Outlaw.
Actually, maybe. Either way, thank you very much. He's gonna take that one. At the same time,
it's nice popping from Buzz. It goes for the
goes Buzz. Overdrive pop.
Goes for the Jing.
Pick up a weapon off of it.
They have to play on site here. The Cosmic is in play from Varrel, so T1.
They get the good plan as well.
Tuck themselves into back halls and play around
Astra
this
sucks, so they
Cosmic
got to go a
retake.
little
Varrel
fast.
Find out where they're playing. Underarm flash on the close angle, trying to deal with any pressure. And this is what I was talking
Two
about.
on Sykes, they're playing up against the ult.
Working in tandem to be able to take this space back.
I mean, hell, you still have the fragment as well. It can still clear out some of these closer positions where, you know, a Stinger or Bucky could be lying around. Instead, it's going to be the Seize that connects out to the front. The Smoke's trying to obfuscate things, but it all comes down to the quicker reaction. Stacks. Oh my
so
God,
good.
Wait,
what a smoke though from Munchkin.
The overdrive was enough to get it done. They lost to 2 of the 4.
He puts 2 stars down. One's a smoke for them to hide in on site, and one is, and also kind of blocks. And gives them a crossfire, hopefully long enough to delay for the Astra ult. And the other one's for the Astra side. That was a lovely smoke.
Buzz, who was sitting in back hall since the start of the round, pops out with the Bucky, and that's enough to get it done.
First smokes.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, post the timeout as well, which bankrupts Varrel because let's
Okay,
not forget,
Izu can one-shot everyone.
That they won, they only had 2 rifles survive. They could not afford to lose to that eco from T1. Now, Outlaw picked up from Izu. He wants to hand out the same punishment he was given last round, and Sexy's given him the opportunity.
Not fully anymore. Smokes.
Sure. But he's done his job.
Same time, T1.
Question mark credit over towards B.
Yeah,
Trying to clear that question mark a lot earlier. That's nice though.
I'm wondering when the shoe is going to drop, so to speak, and Varrel are going to run like a trap or something a little bit more active in this part of the map. Klaus under his turret is not exactly something that you're going to write home about. Buzz not particularly impressed by that. Here's the second wave of Seekers, by the way. Stacks must be getting so many orbs and plants.
Double Seekers A main. And they had one spamming from spawn.
Off the
An easy
Seekers,
cancel.
they confirm that all the players are positioned around A. Let's go to B.
Yeah, I mean, they walked into the A stack last time. It's good to see some character development from T1. Nice open B site. To be fair, the majority of Haven on the attacking side, they were walking into open sites. So the mid-rounding has been great for T1. You saw it in the Pacific content. A lot of people tipping Munchkin as one of the best IGLs in the league.
Yeah.
So far, been worth his weight in gold.
Yeah, I mean,
What about Varrel, though?
this was an easy one, but
All things considered, this is just slight eco. Looking for the exits, perhaps, but
Yeah, I mean, they'd love a bit of damage here. The problem is you don't really want to feed them a Cosmic Divide or a Lockdown.
not one bit.
Meteor
T1
wants
might
one.
start to, push up for it, though. A little bit of a flash will kind of scare Varrel for
Who
the time
here
being
would
as well,
be
as they look to
Killjoy?
die to the spike, possibly. Crosshair straight in. Oh, and even with a
Dude, Buzz
crossfire,
got
Buzz
both there?
somehow still walks away with daylight robbery. He's hopping across
Nice,
now, and it's
though.
just going to be Zexy to pick up 1 point. But that's it.
Yeah, at this point the
Meteor one off
ults
the
are worth
lockdown
quite a
now.
lot.
And
One away from a Killjoy ult,
after
so
a little bit
you
of a
would
stumbling
imagine at
round
one point we get a
post
default
timeout, it is perfection.
and get the
A really
Killjoy
nice
ult.
thrifty win on that B site, and then pivoting off the Seekers in the mid round allowed them to avoid walking into that A stack. Really, really well worked from them. Jesus.
I can't believe we get the second one there.
It's like Buzz is on
They're
permanent
lucky.
duties. Which, to be fair, I'm
meta.
pretty sure he's sick of sending it in on Waylay.
Okay.
Attack. It's a sad
They
job
got
to have.
They got to re-clear over towards B better. Well, they've either got to re-clear over towards B better or they got to fight B better. Is it a good comp for fighting B? Not really.
I think
They
that's
can go
part of
like
T1
deep aggro with these
reading
two, but at the
correct
same
sites to
time,
be going into in
this
the
could get
mid-round.
punished. So they just got to make sure they actually like clear the info over towards B or scrap B and then just get full info on A. Is our team incredible at getting info on
Yeah, I
A?
wonder
It
what you do
is.
here as Varrel, 'cause you can
So
change
I
things
think you
up.
just ignore B and
You know,
put the
we haven't
Killjoy
seen
B.
Sexy get on a deep info line at all
and then
so
you just
far. We haven't
fight
seen
A
any
main
trap
with these
plays in the
three.
middle of the map at all. They've just been happy to give T1 the middle of the map. I mean,
They're playing on the extremities.
Yeah, half the time they've been winning their
Samuel with the
retakes
prime,
though, so
appreciate
I
that.
wonder,
Thank
as
you.
Varrel,
Then every time you
really
pushed off over
because when
towards
it comes
A,
down
just
to
retake
fair
A.
gun round in the post plan,
Okay, they
they're
go for
often
the
winning.
fast one, which
got
is
some
kind of
virgin
looking
pass
like a
now.
punish of
I mean,
B.
that's great in a retake. That
But they're gonna go
absolutely
deep.
owns the B side.
Stick to a retake setup, but
That's a good spot.
I don't know.
Now gonna get more aggressive
Yeah, I
this
mean, they're
time.
sending it.
Zexy gonna activate
What's this
the
KO flash like?
reflect and get a little bit active. Trailblazer goes forward though. Oh, lucky to be alive
He
there,
is
isn't
lucky
he?
to be alive there. It's just a missed shot.
So, maybe give D1 Rabbit a chase. Buzz is way up front.
With the orb, they get
Dodge the
Killjoy
zero
ult. And you can already see them
Really
talking
feels like
about it.
T1 is just looking to prep themselves for the
We got a
lockdown
KO
here.
nade for this?
Convergent paths could be the
Doesn't look
responsive
like it.
piece of utility from Zexy.
Gonna have to connect off of it though. Make something happen. Buzz is gonna play around with a relay, but look at Zexy, Lightspeed over the top. And even then,
how the hell is Buzz
Judge
alive?
still gonna answer back in kind.
It's a 1-for-1. Trade the Killjoys off, and T1 is still up the creek without a paddle.
It's a 1-for-1 with the ults as well.
Izu gonna place himself down a rendezvous and wait for someone on Varrel to overextend. Meanwhile, the rest of T1.
All of this is a question mark for T1, so 40 seconds, they got to try and somehow re-clear this. They just go for the simple one.
They're just sat at the back of the map. You haven't got the Astra in A main. You haven't got anyone in the middle of the map.
Kind of need it though. You got those two initiators, and unfortunately, without the Killjoy, yeah.
We saw him.
It's just a face check from LP. Will confirm positioning. Might be
20
good
seconds.
enough. Still though,
Big slide.
Personal. He's gonna have to be able to stand tall. Goes down towards Stacks on the trade, which is not too
Not
bad.
again.
Now you're down to 10 seconds, but Stacks continues to pummel through. Out with the haunts, in with the peaks.
My God.
Suna's gonna find and collect on the two. The Prowler out, and as he
And
tries
time.
to look for the final one, it's not completing. Just Cinder.
Honestly, they kind of deserve to win this round, though. There was, well, to an extent,
There
there was two times where they should have had kills where they're just spraying through smoke and someone's crouching, dodging everything.
Has to be said.
Like Varrel did pretty good.
Perfect round from him.
I have no idea how Buzz survives all this.
To be honest, I thought that Varrel would have got more out of that. It was the perfect convergent pass. It caught the entire team.
And I got no idea how Stack survives this as well.
Dominated B long.
They got enough.
Oh, that's rough from Zexy. He's made a mess of that one. He's caught Stacks completely saturated, sopping 200 pounds wet.
Judge.
Win the round,
And he still can't
and they call for the eco, trying to make sure they can get that full buyout.
You want to have from your star duelist either way.
A little risky, but sure.
Dropped here. Back down to the pistols. T1 just still trying to play stable.
Yeah, the problem is if this happens,
Meteor's domain. You don't step
and then you're
foot in
giving
the middle of
T1
the
a lot
map.
of rounds
Not
where
well. On
they
the
got
attacking
double
side,
Senti.
Killjoy, I mean, this is where this guy does his best work.
Gonna think twice about doing that next time, which just does not bode well for the upcoming rounds towards the end of this first half.
I mean, even the rounds where Varrel is winning, they're just so strugglesome. They've had to take an eco after a
yeah,
round
and
win.
I feel like when I've watched this map
For it,
so
though, I
far,
mean, like, through
there
all
is
the
a
groups,
permanent
through all
question
their
mark
best
here
efforts out
every
from the
single
first
time.
half, just
It's
to
one of the
find this
hardest things
outcome
to do,
again.
and
I mean,
it's
you're
just
the
here
rookies,
every
but
single time.
just gonna have to keep digging. Keep digging. T1 on the other hand. Higher
It's a nice game plan from
expectations,
T1.
but,
They're using the chamber
for
well,
this round at least,
kind of using the
it
fact that
should
they
be
don't have
simple.
anyone that can hold B well as well
Just trying to be a cheeky man yet again.
in terms of game
Gives
plan.
himself a little pocket to play with, but
Good
T1
kill
all
one.
over it.
Yeah. Don't hate it though. It's all right. Got a little fragment here and there.
Oh.
More shots peppered through. Yeah, let's find someone. There are a couple of pretty
Killius
low
said, "Gee,
players
we're not
on the other
qualified for
side."
playoffs after the
He's
win
thrown
today."
lockdown at it.
What? Well, who does he think?
Oh no, but it's the flash peak.
Who does he think qualifies instead?
Oh, LP.
Because it can't be Gen G.
1 or 3 for Klaus.
He
If
thinks
T1's
that
giving
Secret's
him
gonna
nothing,
qualify.
Astra is not alive, but
There's
you've
no
got
way
multiple nanos for
Achilles
Meteor,
would ever say
and
that
he's
Secret's gonna
knocks him down.
qualify for anything.
Nicely done for T1. It's another round that could have gone horribly wrong.
Take aim, Zenfire. Let's not complicate it.
Fifth on the attacking side. At what point is the job
He
done
said
already?
it before the game.
Doing
Oh,
very
okay,
well
okay.
for themselves, especially because they only have
But
a
then
solo duelist. This is a very slow
That's
comp.
unlucky.
This is 3 guys with guns. Chamber, Killjoy, and Astra.
Before the
Don't
game, I
really
can get
do
on board
anything in
with.
terms of scaling
After
into
the
site
game,
or, you know, interacting with the
yeah,
rounds.
it's pure madness.
Just Buzz. but you know, they still are the ones you want to have on these agents. Izu Meteor, of course, really makes you question, you know, what the second half could look like if Varrel don't start picking up more rounds.
Izu juggled the op. This is where Varrel are.
Dude, Varrel just...
a little bit more active in the middle
like,
of the
what
map.
is this?
Haven't seen it so far. Will it be deja vu? A double in this position.
Give me something on the sides. Anything.
And they've got the guns now. Just Cinder trying to play
Wow.
around the stairs. Oh no!
He had no head armor. The Phantom's just taking his head off so easily. Zuna next up to bat. Like, this is just
guys, win a duel.
taking 1v1.
I mean, you don't deserve to win this round with how you're playing it. Like, what are we doing though? As much as they should be winning at least one of those duels. Like, what is this?
Entirely sure. I couldn't tell. You're trying to refill that space. At least Xyz's managed to walk away with one. Meteor relatively low.
There's so many things you could do with this comp, Quack, you know? Like, you could pop a flash over the top of double doors and go for a pick or something like that. You can have the refract active on Xyz, but that's just two guys trying to walk at Meteor in art. That's not going to get it done.
Trying to get too lost in the weeds, perhaps. You know, playing up against a team like T1 again, you're getting in your head, thinking about, oh, Meteor could be here. I've got to cover all my gaps.
Nothing to stop this plant,
but
really.
That's exactly where T1 looked to exploit you. Now,
Thank the plant for a killjoy.
But to no avail.
And they get that plant down, and Buzz gets out of there. And he goes back and takes all the space that they feel like they could have, and maybe should have reclaimed with the AWP. Dude, Buzz has done a masterpiece there.
He's running.
He's still going as well.
Inside of the lockdown, and fast laned himself in spawn to stay alive. Oh, man.
Dips back in for more. You know, it's Buzz.
He's a greedy man. That's just the kind of greed they talked about in the Bible.
I think Pearl might be one of the most misunderstood maps that's been in the game for like quite a long time. Like Haven was pretty misunderstood for maybe the first like 2 years.
I mean, that's a round that is far too easy for T1.
Maybe the first, well,
far too easy.
Maybe by some regions.
Here we go. We have to relive this.
It's crazy how many teams crazy how many teams don't understand Pearl still.
Loves, it's aim duels.
And 1v1s.
And then Buzz does this. He gets Klaus. He's inside of the lockdown that entire time. Runs into spawn side, fast lanes himself, and then runs back into backhall.
Let's go!
Why are you so mad today? You're flaming every team so hard.
Yeah.
Usually.
Teams are just doing crap stuff, man. I don't know what to say to you.
Oh, yeah.
Like T1 are doing really nice stuff here. I can't be mad at anything T1's doing. Mate, some of the stuff I've seen in the past 2 days is really bad, dude. I don't know what you want me to say.
Not getting very organized on this defense.
Like I try and be positive with the stuff I'm seeing. Even in this game, I'm trying to be positive. But like, when they're playing no info on the sides, like what do you want from me? They're just gonna lose.
This guy was the most aggressive duelist in the league. You could not stop this man from running through a smoke. I have not seen him take an aim duel in the early round, except for picking stacks up at tiles when they were down 3 on 5 there. That's the first actual aim duel I've seen him take. Maybe, okay, let's give him the convergent paths at B long. That's another round.
Okay.
It's like 2 of 10, it feels like.
Yeah.
Like, where is the balls from Varrel right now? We saw this in kickoff as well, playing a very slow style.
Mills, thanks so much for the prime. I appreciate that. Thank you. How did teams not understand Haven? Everyone's rotates were pretty well. EMEA was actually pretty good at Haven, to be fair. But everyone's rotates in like other regions were quite off for like a long time.
They brought some of that from the first map, but right now it's a far cry from it all. Of course, it's now just the eco again.
Can you explain Pearl Theory why is mid not as important?
And there's no activity.
You can't 5-pass and hit from here and here. It's literally so simple, right? You got 2 chokes here. You can't 5-pass and hit from here and here without having control of here and here because you got a crossfire and a crossfire. Okay? So if you have info on one of these sides deep, you know which side they're hitting. If you don't have info on either of these sides, you're going to lose. You cannot side hit from this. So, just hold one of the sides, get one of the infos, just one. If you have info on one, you have info on the other, kind of, because you know that no team's going to be mad to 5-hit from here. It's actually a super simple map. But it's just complicated because B is hard to like clear info with. And that's normally why teams will play like a Yoru or a Chamber, because you can set one up here deep and get that info, because they can TP back. So it's a lot easier in the Yoru meta. Now we're getting rid of the Yoru. Everyone's really, well, some teams are really struggling with B stuff.
It's very unnecessary.
That's it.
Just LP. And T1 are feeling invincible right now. They've got all the money in the world. Stax would love himself a Seekers here, so if I'm Stax, I'm running at him.
If his team's gonna find the last guy, he's starting to make a move.
Look at Stax. He's hungry.
No. LP's like, I'm not gonna give it up. I'll just stack someone else. But now Meteor's close to lockdown again.
Why does it feel anyone who fights Meteor is just like, there's no hope? There's no hope at all.
It's like a regular.
Does EMEA not understand that? EMEA doesn't understand that. There's only Gentlemates.
Buzz, as a solo duelist, is
maybe BBL.
Like, I've seen other games where
maybe Liquid now after the game that I've seen.
Like
and that's it.
Solo duelist on attack just gets thrown to the wolves.
One definite, two maybes. Out of 12 teams.
I'm hoping for the best, but this just feels free for Buzz.
Yeah.
Oh no, Foot actually looked alright as well. Yeah, I would put Foot as a maybe as well.
It's sexy on an op.
They took A
which is a lot better than what we've had previous years. But the map's been out for 3 years.
We have been asking for not just the guiding light.
4 years.
Refract active.
Oh!
There we go.
It's a nice shot, man.
All of a sudden, T1 maybe quaking in their boots.
Let's just close the 5-on-4. One off the conversion pass here. You've got a lot of nice ults for the retake here, Varrel. They can close out the last 2 rounds of this half.
But you got to give it to T1. Like, T1's done so good. This is a comp that struggles to hold this because they don't have the chamber of the Yoru, right? So they beat default every single time they put the chamber here. They're trying to punish them clearing the question mark that they create. And they're creating this question mark every single round. Like, I don't want to focus on the negatives too much. But, like, T1 are doing good stuff here.
Still good.
And he's just very patient.
Looking for something on B. I'm not sure he's going to find it. 40 seconds on the clock, and they're very disconnected here, T1.
Just waiting for that pin to drop. T1 shuffling around.
Why don't you talk to coaches and help them? I don't care, man. It's not my job.
And suddenly it's Munchkin out. Nova Pulse. Enough of
like I cared about the region when I was in the region. People can copy my stuff. Since I stopped playing and stopped coaching, I couldn't care less, man.
In towards
it's not my job.
Suna, though, he's going to swing out. Oh, and he saves the day. 10 seconds left. The spike out of reach. Meteor just has to run through with Izu.
No time. Nicely done for Varrel.
Yeah, I mean, fight on the sides.
Sloppy stuff.
Fight on the sides. Who would have thought it? Get you a win.
I've been begging for this entire
Yampy, thank you so much, man. Dude, 52 months, Yampy. Just left it going as well.
Zexy finds a pick, and then the A-main setup is worth its weight in gold. Not particularly successful in terms of the frags, but
thank you for that, Yampy. Congrats on the win as well. There's a lovely shot. Pretty fast, man.
Gorgeous flick from Zexy.
Let's get Zexy back in.
I mean, you can see how tentative the T1 were there. They saw the guiding light scan someone in A-main. They saw the star on the ground. They were basically in the doorway staring at the mousetrap the entire time.
They weren't sure. We'll go back into it again. Oh, same setup.
Yeah, Zexy a bit more of a passive angle this time. He gets one pick here. We'll have the convergent pass, and that.
Yeah, it's been a little better since they've got the op and trying to hold this line.
Any peaks off the back of that, so he's going to have to play a little bit.
Still the same thing for T1 though. Doing good at creating the pressure over towards B. But it's so much nicer now that we're fighting A. Like, it's so much nicer. If they'd actually now just set one up here, as soon as this guy gets pushed off, then they can rotate out. I guess they're not going to rotate until he gets pushed off. Okay, now they should just leave the one and rotate. Just slow.
Especially with Buzz. It's going to be a hell of a shot if Zexy does connect onto it, but the way lockdown planted in.
Yeah, you do have the Cosmic as well picked up on long there for Munchkin, and he's going to burn it. They're going to use 2 ults getting into the site here. Zexy is hanging around, but misses the shot onto Buzz.
Unlucky leg shot.
Everyone just dumps back into it, and here we go.
Good news is Astra ult, so they can...
Soon enough. Oh.
You could tell how badly he wanted the convergent parts there.
Just banked in on it, unfortunate. Either way, now 4v5, you just gotta put your best foot forward, toss in the Nightfall and everything, and the null command, but it's all stopped. Meteor up front, close and personal, but Cinder's gonna come back in for his team.
Oh my god.
Picks picks up the kills, but suddenly Buzz out from behind. Oh, it's
Dude, they got 8 rounds of a double senti comp on attacker Pearl. That's impressive. Yeah, Varrel's got a lot to learn on this map.
They just trusted the game plan in that round. They didn't care about the entire map. They sat in B long. They waited for aggression. They made sure that they got Munchkin that cosmic divide.
It's a nice shot, but like also, what is he doing? Why is he going for that in heaven? What does he think he's gonna do?
A single operator kill to help them on the retake. To be fair, I think you could have expected the Nightfall and the KO ultimate to be enough to be able to win them the retake there, but they just get shut down in some of the chokes.
Literally set down.
They picked this map as well. Yeah, I guess it's been working well in prank.
Sit back down.
I mean, this is a clinic from Buzz.
I don't think they've been exploited on B as well as this. Like, it's a nice game plan from T1.
But in this particular game, he is a menace. Really giving Varrel the big brother treatment. And if Varrel goes down in this game, that's going to be 3 out of 4 games in Pacific they played thus far against Korean teams.
Does EMEA play? 3 hours.
Just sitting them down one at a time. All it's going to take is a loss to Nongshim, and then they're going to be...
Oh, no.
They're going to be the little bro, the Korean little bro of Pacific.
Oh,
at that point.
Looking up to everyone. You don't want to have that. Surely, at least one map. They were very close on Haven. This one, though, I mean, once you swap sides...
Me-Man as well with the tier 1. Appreciate the 8 months. Thank you for that.
It's going to work out against T1s. T1s, it feels as though they're just going to have so much more control of things, especially with the Chamber, the Killjoy. Think about the players who are playing.
Heretics or Na'Vi? I mean, I went originally for Na'Vi because I think it's a 50-50 game, but they don't have Exit, so Exit hasn't got his visa yet, so you would imagine Heretics should be so fine against the stand-in.
Can be a recipe for success.
I'd be very worried for them if they lost that.
Be long there and straight down street go Varrel. There is no opposition here for T1. Meteor playing retake. Ooh. Oh, what a flash from LP.
Meteor just couldn't see anything.
It's a great flash, man.
Free sight for Varrel. Opening pick. Nice open plant right in the middle of the site. This really couldn't be a better situation for them.
Here we go. This is where it all starts, Pilly. For T1, of course, you're just banking on Stacks, Buzz. Kick down those doors. If infantry action as the Frenzy gets pulled out, but Zexy has some ideas of his own. Gonna run out of ammo soon enough, though. Gonna hang back, but LP just dives into it. They're feeding up kills. No, what are you guys doing? You had everything set up for you. The spike's still taken away, of course, but onto the Prowler. Cinder trying to hold onto it as tight as possible. Now it's just shots inside of smokes. Buzz sticking onto it. Pops off. Oh no! Everyone from T1 pushing through it. Buzz
this is so dumb, bro.
The defuse down to the end.
They got a plant, at least they can force into it, but Jesus, how did they lose this?
Overheat in every situation.
Yeah. They call for the fight and go wrecked.
So long. You had the initial Astra stun off the back of the first flash play, but look how long they're just sitting there waiting for Varrel to run at them. Nice
Elijah, thanks so much for the tier 2. Appreciate the 2 months, dude. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Low HP, and after he finishes the half, they put Munchkin on it with full HP, and he runs out of the smoke, so there's less chance of a spam. That is very,
and let's look at the force. It's not the best.
Retake execution.
Not the best. It's not the worst. T1 with their buy looking like they're expecting a force up. Might even be expecting an outlaw with what they're. What's going on?
I guess so. It does look like the exact same round.
A little bit further apart, though, with Meteor getting stunned up. Surely someone kind of considers that factor. Certainly all playing out the door. It's back Pillar. And with all that spacing and timing, Buzz has managed to slip in as well. 7 peek
going
out.
on?
And T1 are starting to collect.
Varrel went down street, back into B long, gave up the site. Zexy ran back into the site. T1 ran into backhall. Is this real?
They're sightseeing. It's you know.
Have you ever seen a round like that?
Nah, I haven't seen
I've never seen a round like that in my life.
I couldn't tell you. Maybe they thought they heard something. You know.
I think they thought that the B anchor was playing.
Yeah, they definitely thought B anchor was over towards long B, no doubt.
But they were just chasing a ghost.
He was actually inside a hall. They even had the saturate connect.
Yeah, he was
him.
fully saturated. What is going on, man?
And now the whole force.
And the one pass and fake does keep him here for a little bit.
I mean, Cinder has run into A as a one-man fake, crossing his fingers and his toes. Buzz has copped a shot from the Sheriff there. Picked him up. I mean, T1, they're doing the same thing again, though, here, Quack. They're just sitting in spawn. They're like, all right, they're going to overheat again. Let's just wait for them to push into us.
They are pushing, just a different spot now. Okay, no.
Big hill. Let's send it.
Just hold on to it. T1 trying to make their move. Got a flash on center.
Oh, he ate his teammate's flash.
You're getting blinded up as well. Just the Bucky to try and hope for something.
I'm pretty sure he just got flashed.
Man, it's really rough to watch. It's
hard.
T1 looked good though, man. Like I got nothing to say.
Oh no.
Bad about T1. It's been a nice power from them. Just all Varrel that's been a little rough.
Zexy's died by himself with no support from his teammate, despite being deep backhall.
How is Fracture misunderstood? Me, I'm not even sure I understand Fracture, so you're asking the wrong person for that one.
And then they've just been 5v3 retook on.
Is this what Seth, Achilles is going to
I feel like every coach has some kind of weak spot. Mine is Fracture, man. I don't know what I'm doing on that map.
Well, 10-4. Now's as good a time as any to start to mount.
Ask Mini, yeah, Mini's way better on that map than me.
They force force. They're in force by sunken cost fallacy. At some point, the force has got to work. Zexy deep on into the site by himself yet again is going to refract away. So once again, Varrel given full control, but what can they do with it?
Spike planted.
Oh, nice shot.
Just try to hold them off on the chokes. Considering stairs as well. Don't want to overheat too much though. That was the previous mistake. Now
I thought he missed his jump. Gonna get caught there.
Away from the spike. It's planted for stairs, but with T1 just continuing to dump flashes.
Easy's done so well, just staying alive.
Smokes.
Wow.
Makes things that much more.
Here we go again.
Oh god. And Stacks just gets the stick on the spike all the way through.
It is
nice shot, but
it's masterful from T1.
I mean,
honestly.
Oh, it's nice shots, man, and it doesn't matter. But it's really nice shots.
They need to be delivered before the round's over.
Gosh, Dazio, the tier 1, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Izu just absorbs all of that aggro, and he just turtles while the rest
it's
of
a little unlucky he wasn't aiming for him.
They very much understand exactly how Varrel wants to pivot and position here. They know that Varrel in the afterplant is going to aggress somewhere, and they just go passive in the part of the map that Varrel's pushing, and then the other arm of the push gets active. It's actually gorgeous.
Really painful for Varrel, but T1 masterclass. Now next round, just quick plays, paced up all the way through Art.
Yeah, they've taken the middle of the map with force. T1 quite happy to give it
to
this is being stunned from Munchkin. Forces
nice.
The refract from Zexy, so he no longer
default
has
put
that jail-free card. Deep.
Put the alarm bot down deeper.
Playing off his rendezvous.
He might be sitting around, but main thing is Varrel has kind of absorbed all the Killjoy utility.
I mean, this might be the last proper
and
gun
they
round
smoke
to if they don't
to create the pressure that they cross out towards B.
Like
they're worried about this angle because they're playing against a chamber, so they got to go back and clear this angle. No one on this angle, so now they know they create pressure here. Smoke in, dude. Okay, this is their best round.
To save it for the execute, and that is going to cost them.
But the fact, okay, it's like it's all so good, but then they didn't see the chamber here. They gotta. It's like so nearly there. This was still their best round, even though this went down.
This was their map pick. This was their map pick, Quack.
I'm speechless.
25 seconds. I mean, Meteor again in the middle of the map. Like, it just feels free. It just feels free. Everyone he takes an aim duel with in the middle of the map dies.
This is the best round, and they lost flawless. Yeah, sounds about right.
Well.
I mean, they just missed a huge step, but every step up until that misstep was good.
Them. Like, LP has a singular flash on the rest of that round. They already they invested a lot in the previous round, so I just don't think that they had that much in it util. Like, in theory, yeah, I've got a KO knife, I've got 2 blinds, I've got a haunt and double prowler, but when I'm on a lighter buy, I actually don't have all of that. So I have to kind of pick and choose what I'm going to use where. And when you only have no prowlers and the singular flash and you haven't hit the site yet, yeah, you actually have to dry contact. And when you're dry contacting into the op, that's very sad.
All this round. Well, you're forced up. No shield.
Dude, the chamber wrecked Varrel, by the way. This chamber actually wrecked him. Jesus, what a flash that is. Oh boy. Flash, everyone's stunned.
He couldn't even
okay, they are way better than them on this map, though.
Wants to swing here.
Can't understand why Varrel picked the map, and I think it must have been going well in practice and they hadn't been wrecked by a chamber this much.
Okay. Oh my god.
The lockdown in spawn.
You know, maybe take out Izu or something.
Yeah. He could do... I mean, he can have aim, and that's about it.
The Haven was better. Varrel should have won Haven. They just messed up the anti-eco.
Hang on long enough, all of a sudden you might find 3-2 players just swinging you all at once. It's gonna go good for a singular snap.
But I'm not even sure they should have got 4 rounds here with how they played.
Just like, all right, guys, let's chill. He needs the spike. We're just gonna sit on it. Wait for the egg, the proverbial egg, to hatch.
Now, Munchkin shorty in hand.
Okay.
He tried to light speed on the box, I guess.
Maybe, but there we go.
Okay, very nice for T1 though. If you're sticking with positives, they got a nice power, and they make the chamber. They actually make the chamber look like a must pick. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it looked like it.
Unfortunately, didn't get across the line on